Hello, welcome back to Shopping Tales. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. If you are a reseller or thinking about reselling, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and I will be doing these videos almost on the daily. Tips and tricks with story time, mixed in with just thrifting, hauls, what sold, and all that good stuff. Everything that goes along with the reselling business. I primarily sell clothing, handbags, and shoes, with the occasional tchotchke or knick-knack, whatnot. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the 24 pieces that I thrifted last night. I spent 2 hours at one Goodwill, and these are the things that I found. The first 2 items were things that I found for myself. The first thing was Elaine Fisher chocolate brown pull-on pants. Chocolate brown, if you are a fashionista and follow up with trends, this chocolate brown as well as like millennial pink are the two it colors of this season for 2025. I've just always liked chocolate brown anyways. I wear it all year long. So I'm hoping that these will fit. Generally, Elaine Fisher runs big. Normally, I am a large to extra large. These are 1X, but with more fitted, tailored pants, I don't want them to be skin tight. I want them actually to be a little baggy. So I hope that these are going to do the trick. Otherwise, I will list them and sell them. And I went to their website. They retail for $158. So that is my first find for myself. I also found my husband this Carhartt. I found one a couple months ago in white in this size. And these are just good for vacation. Just a t-shirt with a little pocket. And I picked that up for him. So we each got one thing. So now along with the good stuff. So the first thing that I will show you is the only hard good that I brought. They had 2 of them. This one was 7 and the smaller one was 5. My mom collects anything pyramid, and that's why I purchased this. It's very heavy. It's going to cost a lot to ship because she does not, I'm in North Carolina, she's in Florida. This is, I'm going to say, probably about 4 or 5 pounds. So I didn't actually think of that. So I paid $7, but I'm probably going to end up spending like $20, $25 to ship it. Yuck. But oh well. It doesn't smell. It's just a really pretty stone, you know, pyramid candle. Arabic handmade vintage peacock handbag. I remember my aunt, that is no longer with us, and my mom had these in the early 80s. They said that they had them in the 70s, so I think this style was really popular. But when I put it through Google imaging, different types of animal designs, the elephant one was the most popular with these, and it said that they were custom handmade, handmade overseas. And it's very heavy. It is very well made. I like it myself. I would probably carry this when I do go for a more boho vibe. But as you can see inside, I'm going to say it's at least 70s or 80s. It's very heavy, and it is all handmade with tons of beads. It has some weight to it. It's over 1 pound. Love that tassel. So that is the second thing that I got. Right upon entering the store, someone's last minute decision were these 2 pairs of Tory Burch. Oh goodness, what style? These are the style. I'll have to look it up. So they are a size 9. They're not my size. I think I could clean them up and make them in good condition. I think they retail for like $198, but you know, there's a little wear, and if they were any other brand, I probably wouldn't have gotten them, but because they are a mid-tier brand, and yes, I'm not showing you both, okay. So this coral pink, and then just this tan neutral color, and I would be happy to get, I don't know what I'm going to get for them. I will probably list them for $35 or $40. And I got 2 of those pair. This is a new to me brand, guys. So let me put this on your BOLO list. So it's sort of a Bottega type of bag. It's not Bottega, but it is on the resale market for $300-400 in the bigger hobo styles. This is the chain style. And at first I thought it was Rebecca Minkoff, but it was not. It is leather. You could tell that it's leather. A nice neutral gray, which is great. And anytime you open it up and you see that this part is leather, take a second look. I know Coach also uses this, and a lot of higher end brands use this leather to stamp genuine leather in the brand. And this brand is called, new to me brand. Comment below if you've ever heard of it. It is called Footwear, F-A-L-O-R. Footwear, made in Spain, genuine leather. Not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but that is the brand. And I will insert a picture of the website here. And yeah, it's not lined, but I mean, nothing's going to fall out or anything. No inner pockets. and it's just a crossbody, I would say, gray bag. And I'm probably gonna list that for $100. This is what I pay at my Goodwill. All right, everybody by now probably knows that Ralph Lauren Heritage Christmas is the ongoing theme for this Christmas of 2025. When I saw these are not Ralph Lauren, but they mimic definitely Ralph Lauren with that style heritage plaid. This plaid is very, very popular for this year, and the brand is just Bandolino. But they are genuine leather inside, a nice black bow. Loafers are very popular right now. And I read online that people are wearing loafers with jogging pants and leggings now for like an effortless style. I wouldn't wear them this way. These are my size, so I may or may not keep them. I just don't know. But this with a nice Ralph Lauren pinstripe or oversized sweater or turtleneck with slacks and a belt for Christmas, yes, you will be Ralph Lauren ready. All right, next was not a new to me brand, but I did see this and I thought it was ModCloth. It's a novelty. It says circus all over it, and it's very ModCloth-ish. And the brand is Voodoo Vixen. And if you are a retro or rockabilly girly, you will definitely know this brand. And I've heard of it before, but I've never sourced it. I think it's a European brand. So it is, yes, UK 12, US 8, size large. So that is, it's a midi, and just, oh my gosh, look at all that circus theme. Great. It's just so cool and fun looking. So I was very happy to find that skirt. Next are two Halara pieces, both size large. And I do source Halara and I wear Halara, and I do love Halara. I have several pieces in my personal wardrobe. I thought this was a skirt because it was hanging with the skirts, but if you open it up, you will see that it's shorts. So it is a double lined short built in. And so it is a long skirt in the back. Let's see if we could do this. There's the Halara logo. So if you're out in the wild and you see that, the older Halara just has that logo. So if you didn't know that logo or emblem, you wouldn't know it was Halara. But now the newer pieces actually have a tag. But when they first got onto the scene of, I think, TikTok, they didn't have this tag. Now they do. A lot of times you find it and the tag is also cut out, but you could see where the tag was. So this is just size large, and they're just really soft and spandexy. And if you could see, I'm going to insert a picture here of what it's supposed to look like on. So it's kind of like a crossover maxi. And so this is kind of a faux wrap, but I mean, that's going to hit right above your middle section and your knee. And if you walk, you know, if it's breezy, it's gonna go open like that. And I guess that's where the shorts come in. They are a true legging spandex short. Let's show you. And that inseam looks like maybe 3 inches. So there we go. Almost like a tankini. So I have one in this rich burgundy maroon color, and one, I like this one myself. I'm debating, do I want to keep a pair? They are both my size. And I don't know. I do like them. So 2 of those. Oh my goodness. That paired with this guy. So this is very rockabilly as well. Very retro looking. However, it is Talbots. Size 2X. Talbots. Cardigan. And I've actually sold this exact cardigan a couple times since I've been reselling for the past couple decades. Beautiful. And it's like, oh my goodness. That would look wispy and pretty. Okay, so I have a bunch of Chicos and some Chaps Ralph Lauren, but I do have one other cardigan I want to show you. And this was also Talbots, but this is one XL. And look at that pretty floral design. By the way, I spent $100 with some change for all these things that I'm showing you. So all the things that you could get for $100 basically. What I spent and what you can get at the thrift store for $100, which is a heck of a lot more than you could get anywhere else. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so is that it for my sweaters? I have one more sweater, and this was in the men's section. So don't sleep on the men's section. If you are a clothing reseller, after you're done looking at your favorite things, because we all do that, you walk in and you're like, you know, you go straight to whatever you're interested in most. But right before you leave the store, take a quick breeze through the men's. A lot of times they put women's accidentally in the men's and vice versa. But this is a Polo Ralph Lauren size large made in Hong Kong, cashmere, pullover, kind of turtleneck sweater. And it's just a size large. And it's that really pretty green color. And this is how much they retail for. And I also found in the men's section, Polo Golf for the first time. Polo Ralph Lauren is a little higher up, not as higher up as Purple Label, but higher up than like Chaps by Ralph Lauren or Lauren by Ralph Lauren. This is a men's though, and it's just a golf vest, an excellent XL size, solid black. It's made out of sweatshirt material, and it does have the Polo Crest Golf right there. Really, really cool. This is gonna look sharp on someone. Beautiful. Okay, now we are going to go on the dress shirts. So the first dress shirt I got was Lauren by Ralph Lauren, size 2X. There it is, tried and true. These sell really well for me. I usually list them for $35 or $39, and I usually get 25 to 30, usually 30. 25 on Posh, 30 on eBay. I don't know, comment below if you sell things for more expensive or cheaper prices on what platform, if that makes sense. I make more money on Poshmark, but I get a lower dollar for my items. Like if I listed this for 30 on eBay, it would sell for 30 on eBay. If I listed it for 30 on Posh, I would be getting 20, 25 most, but most of the times I'll just get a $19 offer, which I will either decline or counter. So yeah, this is kind of like, it kind of reminds me of a batik, I think that's how you say it. It does have the roll-up tab underneath there if you want to make it elbow length sleeves. And I mean, that's screaming fall too, with some Wrangler jeans, your cowboy boots. Very, very nice. Very nice look. All right, moving right along, sort of with like a coastal cowgirl, is Chaps by Ralph Lauren 2X. There's the blue label. And this is the lowest tier, guys. In fact, I think Walmart now is carrying this. So that is kind of like a bandana though. Bandana look is very popular still for this fall and winter. And it's just pink and black and paisley. Beautiful. Someone will love that. I don't think that one's gonna last in my closet. And a tried and true turtleneck. Again, I live in North Carolina and I find this brand all the time. So I think here in North Carolina, most ladies and gents are rocking this brand. So this is just the Lauren Ralph Lauren 2X, 100% cotton, made in Jordan. It is vintage. And it's solid black. It does have a understated kind of quiet luxury RL right there. And it's just a solid turtleneck, guys. Solid turtleneck. All right, moving on to the last bunch. I think it was like 24 or 25 pieces. All right, let's get into some Chicos. So I generally sell, they use vanity sizing. Chico's size 1 is medium, size 2 is large, size 3 is extra large, and size 4 is XXL, plus size 18. I generally cannot sell size 4 for the life of me, and I am primarily selling plus size women clothing. But I guess the woman that likes to buy Chico's and they're a size 4, it doesn't have a budget, a larger budget, I guess, for clothing, which I could relate to that. So this, I'm trying number 2. So I did have someone ask me on eBay twice now, do I ever get size 2 in for Chico's? Because that's her size. And I'm sure a lot of other sizes. And since Chico's does run a little bit big, look at that. Looks like a 50-inch chest all the way around, which is usually an extra large. So this is a size 2. It's supposed to be a large, kind of droopy cowl mock neck situation. Long tunic length. Any pockets? No pockets. Black, gray, white, space dye fabric, all keywords that I will have in the title. And if they don't fit in the title, I will make sure I will put that in the description. And yeah, so this is just Chico size 2. I am giving it a try, and I will update at the beginning of 2026 whether I'm selling size 2 or not. This was a size 3, black size 3 XL, and it has a lot going for it. However, I do tend to pick up just black stretch dress shirts by Chico's. This one has a lot more going for it because the back is all lace. It's not cut out, but you're going to be able to see through it. It's semi-sheer. So that lace is on the back. Very interesting. And it it on the front? Okay, and it's just on the shoulders. So it just has a little more interest than your basic pullover. Beautiful. I like this myself. Very, very pretty. Again, this is a size extra large. And then hanging next to it was a solid black, but in a size 2, a size large. And currently I have this one up, I think twice, but in a size 3. And this is your size 2. and it is 3/4 sleeves. It's a very nice, stretchy, complementing fabric they use, and I do prefer their dress-up, button-up shirts than their blouses that are generally just made out of 100% polyester. These are usually made with some spandex, but mostly cotton. Is this one mostly cotton, or is it all cotton? And no iron. You want to put that in the title. Chico's no iron black button-up dress shirt. And you could use casual though, even though dress shirt is going to go on the title. You could use casual because a lot of girls wear these open over tanks and just like even cutoffs or baggy jeans. And in the description you could put that, other keywords. But as far as title, that's what I'm putting. And also, if you are selling Chicos or anything with vanity sizing, make sure you put in the title what the other, like I'm not just putting size 3, I'm putting size 3, and then I'm also putting extra large. And you could put extra large first to not confuse the person and thinking that it might be a 3 extra large, like extra, extra, extra large. That has always worked for me ever since I've been buying vanity, because while most people are putting them just size 3, and for someone who knows about Chicos, that might be what they're searching for. So yours will come up in the search engine and the algorithm. But for those people that are just looking for a black button-up 3/4 sleeve dress shirt, they don't know, if they're not used to having Chicos and vanity sizing, they're looking for black dress shirt size XL. And so you want to bring those people in also to look at your store. So that is just a little tip if you're selling anything with vanity sizing. All right, this is also Chico's, but the first time finding their golf line. So this is a size 1, which means this would be a size medium. But again, it looks like a size large. Is that a stain? Is that a stain that I'm seeing? I don't know, but it's gonna get washed anyways. I think it is, but it looks like it's surface. Oh my goodness. There are many times I hold something up and when I'm editing the video, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's stained. And then I just stain treat it. So this is black and white, again, golf with a little black skirt or white skirt. Very nice. And so this is supposed to be a size medium, so I will list it as a medium, but I also put Chico's size 1. All right, and Chico's no iron XL3 again, and this is just the classic pinstripe, neutral color beige, 3/4 inch sleeve, but no buttons, a little side slit, and it has a little extra going on in the back. So in the back, you can see those buttons. It is a tunic length, so you could wear it with leggings. You don't need to tuck it in unless you want to. Just really, really nice. This is a nice, again, good quality shirt. And 2 more, guys. This one is a size 2, so a size large. And it's just kind of wild and paisley. I still think it's coastal cowgirl, but it's also a little bit of feminine energy with all those rose florals. So it's kind of having a toe also in cottagecore. So picture that with a denim skirt with half tuck. Just really nice. Like it's roses, but it's paisley, all those rich fall colors all in one. This is a really nice shirt. I picked it up first because I liked the pattern. So regardless of the brand, because the pattern was really cool, I would have picked it up, especially with brown and pink being the it colors of this year. And then I saw that it was Chico, so it was definitely a go. Lastly was a linen. I'm still picking up linen, guys. A lot of resellers stop picking up bathing suits, linen, and shorts this time of year. But you've got to take into account in California and Florida and in Texas, it's still hot. It's still hot, the southern parts. And people are still looking on the secondhand market for summer clothes if it's still hot. And then a lot of people just buy their stuff a season ahead. The people that are buying new stuff with every season. And so this is a size 2. And it also says it is size 12 under the size 2. So again, I'm putting size 12. I'm putting size 2, and I'm also putting size large in the title. Very, very nice blue linen. Good quality linen, not see-through. So that was my last find, guys. Oh my goodness. And I guess that is all I have for you today. I am going to wash what needs to be washed, steam what needs to be steamed, and get to taking pictures. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to do a question of the day situation. If you feel led to answer, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But out of all those things that I showed you, what was your favorite thing? Oh, my daughter now sourced this last night. I could not, she was right across from me. I was looking on one row, she was looking on the other, and she sourced this. and she found out it is authentic. It's a cashmere at that. There are very few on the secondhand market. The ones that are listed for $1,000. One being listed, I think, for like $7 grand on Vinted, which is crazy. But she paid $5, and potentially that is a $1,000 offer. I have no idea who donated it. And what I find very interesting with my Goodwills is when they do get a luxury item in, I guess if they're not familiar with it, they don't mark it up. It's just $5. But lots of times if it's a new with tag mall brand or even Walmart, they're marking it up to $14.99 or $19.99. Go figure, I don't know. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a good one, and happy thrifting. Bye-bye.